Sandeshkhali, a small village in the North 24 Parganas district of state of West Bengal, is something that is being talked about everywhere at this point of time. The allegations of women that they were picked up from their houses were raped by, in fact, the ruling party. These testimonies come across in the visit of various statutory bodies like the National Commission for Women and also the SCST panel. In fact, the SCST panel has gone on to go into, in fact, a president rule. The state should be put into a president rule is what the recommendation of the SCST panel is. However, what we are here to talk about today is an observation of the topmost court of the country and how the matter actually reached the Supreme Court of India. An advocate by the name of Alakhalok Srivastava, a Delhi-based lawyer, knocked the doors at the Supreme Court seeking a CBI investigation or at least an independent probe into these allegations of various women who said that they were picked up from their houses and were sexually assaulted, and if at all they resisted, violence was also used in them by, in fact, various TMC workers there. However, the police has denied those allegations and in the beginning, and in fact there were also allegations the police officers of West Bengal were also involved in the same. However, at this point of time, the matter reached the Supreme Court where Alakhalok Srivastava sought an independent probe and also demanded a CBI investigation into it. The bench, however, asked him to approach the Calcutta High Court since the matter is already there and the Calcutta High Court had taken a suo motu cognizance, saying that multiplicity of litigation is something that the Supreme Court would not want, and that's the reason why he should approach the Calcutta High Court with regards to his demands. But the standpoint of that whole investigation was that of the whole hearing was that the Supreme Court very clearly and categorically, a bench of Justice BV Nagarathna and Augustine Massey very clearly and categorically stated that the situation in Sandeshkhali is not at all similar to that of Manipur. The lawyer had constantly been saying and asking similar reliefs that were given in the Manipur violence case. However, the Supreme Court very clearly and categorically stated that this is not at all same as Manipur. The observation has come in as a shot in the arm for the ruling Trinamool Congress in the state of West Bengal, which questioned the BJP is alleging that this is a BJP propaganda that the petitioner has gone there. However, the BJP and other parties are defending it, saying that this is something that is not at all correct, and such incidents of violence and sexual assault needs to be condemned, and there has to be an independent probe, and the West Bengal police is not competent enough to handle those investigations. Not only this, another petition came before the topmost court of the country because a parliamentary panel of the Privileges Committee had summoned various officers of the state of West Bengal, including the topmost official, the Chief Secretary of West Bengal. However, the Supreme Court granted them a particular relief by staying those parliamentary proceedings and issuing notice to, in fact, the BJP MP who had filed that particular breach of privilege notice before, in fact, the Privileges Committee. And the Supreme Court stayed that particular parliamentary proceeding. The officials will not have to appear before the Parliamentary Privileges Committee, and a response has to be filed by, in fact, the Privileges Committee, the Lok Sabha Secretariat and various other respondents in this particular case. But what is the truth of Sandeshkhali? Whether there were involvement of the TMC workers or is it a propaganda of the other parties? All these questions would be answered in time, but at this point of time, the allegations of this woman, the horrors of Sandeshkhali, are something that needs to be talked about.